Amery Browne tipped to replace Dr. Rowley in Diego Martin West. After serving as MP for 33 years, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley will not be screened by the People's National Movement, PNM, for the Diego Martin West seat in the 2025 general election. Instead, informed sources told Guardian Media that Senator Dr. Amery Browne is set to re-enter electoral politics and screen for the Diego Martin West seat with Dr. Rowley's blessings. If successful in the general election, Dr. Browne, who is presently the country's Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, will replace Dr. Rowley as MP for Diego Martin West. When asked yesterday about his potential screening, Dr. Browne responded, "I will update you on this in the not-too-distant future, at a time that I deem appropriate. Be fully assured that I remain keen on contributing to the future of our country and the party." Dr. Rowley, 75, did not respond to a request for comment from Guardian Media yesterday. Both men have given the public hints about their future with the party over the past 2 months. In Dr. Rowley's case, he hinted that it would be his last year of electoral politics in Parliament in October. "I am now in my 10th year as Prime Minister. I too may be a swan. As long as I can leave here, having done the best for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, it doesn't matter when I leave," Dr. Rowley said in Parliament last October, referring to a similar statement by UNC MP Rushton Perret while he made his contribution. "I don't have a lot more time in here," Dr. Rowley had added. The PM said when he makes his exit, he would do so with his head held high and be proud to say that he served with certain people. Turning to Bridget Anisette George, the PM said, "It was a pleasure working with you as parliamentary speaker. I don't know how much longer I would have in this parliament, but I have done my duty, and I kept the course. I have run the race, and I look forward not for a pot of gold, but for my family at the end of this rainbow." It was not the first time Dr. Rowley signaled that he was bowing out of the political arena. In January of this year, Dr. Rowley had planted the seed of possibly retiring from politics. While PNM internal elections were scrapped last month, with one of the reasons being that it was too close to a general election, Dr. Rowley's term as political leader of the PNM does not end until 2026. For his part, Dr. Browne, who was speaking in the lower house during the budget debate, quipped, "I am not a frequent visitor to this house, but I once was, and who knows what the future holds." Browne, a medical doctor, was first elected as an MP for Diego Martin Central in 2007 and was appointed Minister of Social Development in November of 2007. Dr. Browne would contest and win the seat a second time in May 2010, serving until 2015. He served as an MP for 8 years, 3 in government and 5 in opposition. In 2020, after serving as TNT's ambassador to Brazil, he was appointed to the Senate and now holds his present ministerial portfolio. Following Dr. Rowley's statements in Parliament, potential candidates in the party were spotlighted for leadership after his exit, among them Energy Minister and Chairman of the PNM Stuart Young, SC, Minister of Youth Development and National Service, and General Secretary of the PNM Foster Cummings, Minister of Planning and Development Penelope Beckles, and Dr. Browne. In that group, only Young acted as Prime Minister during Dr. Rowley's absence from the country. However, all MPs polled at the time had said there was no vacancy for the post of political leader of the party. As the party began additional screening last week for the general election, it already has 32 confirmed candidates for 41 constituencies, and there have been some noticeable shifts. The MPs for Laventille East and West, Adrian Leonce and National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines, respectively, are out of contesting the 2025 election. In the case of Hines, he was replaced by attorney Kareem Marcel as the PNM candidate for Laventille West. In Leonce's case, even though he was unopposed, he did not show up for his scheduled screening last Monday, and the reasons put forward were family issues. After a 5-year term as MP, Stephen McClashy is out as MP for La Brea. The PNM has not said when they will have screening for its remaining 9 seats. Dr. Rowley's political career. Dr. Rowley first ran for political office in 1981, where he contested the Tobago West seat. To date, Dr. Rowley has the distinction of being the only PNM candidate to have contested a seat in a general election in both Tobago and Trinidad. He is a member of the House of Representatives in the Parliament of TNT, where he has represented the Diego Martin constituency since 1991, having been re-elected in 1995, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2007, 2010, 2015, and 2020. Dr. Rowley first served in Parliament as an opposition senator from 1987 to 1990. He later served at the cabinet level, holding, at various times, the portfolios of Minister of Agriculture, Lands and Marine Resources, Minister of Planning and Development, Minister of Housing, Minister of Trade and Industry, Governor of the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, TNT's representative governor of the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB. Following the PNM's defeat in the 2010 general election, Dr. Rowley was appointed leader of the opposition and was elected political leader of the PNM in 2010. On September 7, 2015, Dr. Rowley led the PNM to a general election victory to become the 7th Prime Minister of TNT. Dr. Rowley was re-elected to serve as Prime Minister on August 10, 2020, after winning the 2020 general election. Extracted from the Parliament website.